Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to Golden Years Unplugged. I'm so happy you're here with me today as we talk about something many of us face in our golden years: loneliness. I know how heavy it can feel to miss the bustling days of family gatherings, work friends, or even just having someone to chat with over coffee. Maybe you've lost a spouse, your kids live far away, or you're not as mobile as you used to be. I've been there too, and my heart goes out to you. After my wife passed, I had days where the silence in the house felt so loud. But I've learned that there are ways to bring connection and joy back into our lives, and I'm excited to share them with you today. Loneliness isn't just about feeling sad. It can affect our health, making us more prone to depression, anxiety, or even physical issues like high blood pressure. But the good news is, we don't have to face it alone. There are simple, senior-friendly ways to build new connections, rediscover old ones, and find joy in our days, no matter our circumstances. Today, I'll share 4 heartfelt ways to combat loneliness in your golden years, based on my own experiences and what I've learned from others. We'll start by exploring how joining a senior social group or club can open up new friendships. Then we'll talk about reconnecting with family and friends through technology, even if you're not a tech expert. After that, we'll look at finding joy in volunteering or helping others. And finally, we'll discuss the companionship a pet can bring into your life. My hope is that these ideas will help you feel more connected and remind you that you're never truly alone. There's a whole community out here, including me, cheering you on. So let's settle in together, maybe grab a cozy blanket or a warm drink, and let's start with the first way to combat loneliness: joining a senior social group or club to build new friendships. Let's bring some light into those quiet days, friends. The first way to combat loneliness in your golden years is by joining a senior social group or club. I know it can feel daunting to step out and meet new people. Believe me, I felt shy at first too. But this was a game changer for me after my husband passed. There's something so comforting about being around others who understand what it's like to be in our golden years. And these groups are a wonderful way to make friends, share stories, and feel part of a community again. Whether you join a local group or an online one, there are so many options that can fit your comfort level. Start by looking for groups in your area. Many senior centers, libraries, or community centers offer clubs for things like book discussions, card games, or crafts. I joined a knitting club at my local senior center, and at first I was nervous, but everyone was so welcoming. We'd knit blankets for charity, sip tea, and chat about our lives. It gave me something to look forward to every week. If you're not sure where to start, call your local senior center or check their website. They often have schedules for events like bingo nights or coffee mornings. If getting out is hard, look for transportation options. Some centers offer free shuttles for seniors, which was a lifesaver for me when my knees started acting up. If you'd rather stay home, there are online groups too. Websites like Meetup have virtual clubs for seniors. You can join a discussion group, a cooking class, or even a virtual travel club where you visit new places through videos and chats. I tried an online book club, and I loved connecting with people from all over, sharing our thoughts on a good mystery novel. To get started, ask a family member to help you set up a Zoom account. It's easier than it looks, I promise. Or check with organizations like AARP. They often host online events for seniors. The key is to find a group that matches your interests, whether it's gardening, history, or just chatting over coffee. Taking that first step can feel big, but I encourage you to try it just once. Bring a friend if it helps, or start with a small event. I made a dear friend Margaret at my knitting club, and we still call each other every week. These connections remind us we're not alone, and they can fill our days with laughter and support. Let's move on to the next way: reconnecting with family and friends through technology. The second way to combat loneliness is by reconnecting with family and friends through technology. I know tech can feel intimidating. I was nervous the first time I tried a video call, but it's been such a joy to see my grandchildren's faces, even when they're miles away. In our golden years, we might not be able to travel as easily, or maybe our loved ones are busy with their own lives. But tools like video calls, emails, and social media can bring us closer together. It's like having them right in the room with you, and it can make a lonely day so much brighter. One of the easiest ways to start is with video calls. Apps like Zoom, FaceTime, or Skype lets you see and talk to your family in real time. I have FaceTime on my iPad, and every Sunday, I call my daughter and her kids. They show me their new drawings, and we laugh about their day. If you're new to this, ask a family member to set it up for you. They can show you how to tap a button to call. It's so simple once you try it. If video feels like too much, a phone call or even a text message can work wonders. My grandson sends me little messages like, "Love you, Grandpa," and it makes my heart so full. You can also use email to write longer notes. I love sending my sister emails about our childhood memories, and she always writes back with her own stories. Social media is another great way to stay connected. I joined Facebook a few years ago, and I love seeing photos of my niece's new baby or my old school friends' updates. You can comment on their posts or send a message. It's an easy way to feel part of their lives. If you're not sure how to start, many libraries offer free tech classes for seniors, or you can watch a beginner's tutorial on YouTube. I learned how to use Facebook by watching a video, and now I check it every morning with my coffee. Even something small like liking a photo can make you feel connected. The key is to take it slow. Don't feel pressured to do everything at once. Pick one thing to try, like a weekly video call with your kids, and build from there. I promise, hearing a loved one's voice or seeing their smile will lift your spirits in ways you didn't expect. It's like a little hug through the screen. Let's move on to the next way: finding joy in volunteering or helping others. The third way to combat loneliness in your golden years is by finding joy in volunteering or helping others. I discovered this after my wife passed, when I felt so isolated, but getting involved in my community gave me a sense of purpose and connection that I didn't expect. Helping others, even in small ways, can lift your spirits, introduce you to new people, and remind you that you have so much to offer. It's a beautiful way to fill your days with meaning, and there are plenty of senior-friendly ways to get involved, whether you're at home or out in the community. One of the easiest ways to start is by volunteering with a local organization. Many senior centers, churches, or libraries need help with simple tasks, like organizing events, reading to kids, or sorting donations. I started helping at my local library, where I'd sort books for their annual sale. It wasn't hard work, and I loved chatting with the other volunteers. We'd share stories over tea breaks, and I made new friends who I still meet up with. If you're not sure where to start, call your local senior center or check online for opportunities. Organizations like Meals on Wheels often need drivers or people to pack meals, and they're so grateful for the help. Even a few hours a month can make a big difference. If getting out isn't an option, there are ways to help from home. I started writing thank you cards for a local animal shelter. They'd send them to donors, and I loved knowing my little notes were making someone smile. You can also make phone calls for charities like checking in on other seniors, or knit blankets for hospitals. My knitting club made dozens for a children's ward, and it felt so good to contribute. Another idea is to share your wisdom. Some organizations pair seniors with younger people for mentorship, where you can talk about your life experiences or teach a skill, like cooking or gardening, over the phone or video call. Volunteering doesn't just help others, it helps you too. It gives you a reason to get up in the morning, and the gratitude you receive can warm your heart. I felt so proud when the library thanked me for my help, and it reminded me that I still have so much to give. Plus, you'll meet people who share your interests, and those connections can grow into friendships. I encourage you to try something small, maybe write a card or call a local group to see how you can help. Let's move on to the final way: adopting a pet for companionship. The fourth way to combat loneliness in your golden years is by adopting a pet for companionship. This has been one of the most joyful things in my life since I brought home my little cat Muffin 2 years ago. Pets can fill our homes with love, give us someone to care for, and provide a kind of companionship that's hard to find elsewhere. I know not everyone can have a pet, but for those who can, it can be a wonderful way to ease loneliness and bring a smile to your face every day. Let's talk about how a pet can help and how to choose one that's right for you. Having a pet gives you a constant companion who's always happy to see you. Muffin greets me every morning with a purr, and when I'm feeling down, she'll curl up on my lap. It's like she knows I need a little extra love. Studies show that pets can lower stress, reduce feelings of loneliness, and even improve heart health, because they give us a sense of purpose and routine. Feeding Muffin, brushing her fur, or just talking to her while I make tea makes me feel less alone. Even on quiet days, her little meows or the sound of her playing with a toy fill the house with life. Pets also encourage us to stay active. A short walk with a dog or playing with a cat can get you moving in a gentle way. If you're considering a pet, think about what fits your lifestyle. A small dog or cat can be a great choice for seniors. They're affectionate but don't need as much energy as a puppy. I chose Muffin because cats are low maintenance. She uses a litter box, and I don't need to walk her. If you're worried about mobility, a senior pet might be perfect. They're often calmer and already trained. Many shelters have programs for seniors, like reduced adoption fees, and they can help you find a pet that matches your needs. If you can't adopt, consider fostering a pet for a short time, or even pet sitting for a neighbor. It's a great way to test it out. Before adopting, make sure you're ready for the responsibility. Pets need food, vet care, and attention, so talk to your family or doctor if you're unsure. I made a little plan for Muffin's care, and my daughter helps with vet visits, which makes it manageable. The love you'll get in return is so worth it. I'd love for you to consider if a pet could bring joy to your life. It's made such a difference for me. Let's wrap up with some thoughts on building connection and joy in your days. We've shared a wonderful journey today, friends, and I hope you're feeling inspired to combat loneliness in your golden years. Let's recap the 4 ways we explored. First, we talked about joining a senior social group or club, whether in person or online, to build new friendships. Then we discussed reconnecting with family and friends through technology, using video calls or social media to stay close. Next, we looked at finding joy in volunteering or helping others, giving you purpose and connection. Finally, we explored adopting a pet for companionship, bringing love and laughter into your home. Each of these steps is a way to fill your days with connection and remind you that you're never truly alone. I'd love for you to try one of these ideas this week. Maybe call a family member for a video chat or look up a local senior group to join. Small steps can make a big difference, and I promise you'll feel the warmth of connection in no time. Share your experience with me in the comments below. I'd love to hear which idea you're trying and how it goes. I'll be reading every comment, and I'm so excited to connect with you there. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps our Golden Years Unplugged community grow and reach more friends who might need a little encouragement. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video. We'll be sharing more ways to make your golden years shine. I want to leave you with this. You are so deserving of love and connection, and there are people and even pets out there who want to share that with you. I think of my cat Muffin, my knitting club friends, and the smiles of my grandkids on our video calls. And I'm reminded how much joy these connections bring. You have so much light to offer the world, and every step you take to combat loneliness is something to be proud of. I'm cheering you on, friends, and I'm so grateful to have you in this community. Keep finding those moments of joy. They're what make life so beautiful in our golden years. Until next time, take care, stay warm, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.